Scene 8. All the answers to all the questions. Soames's room. It is morning. A very worried Soames is bringing Holmes and Watson into the room.
Well, Mr. Holmes, can we have the examination later this morning, or must I stop it?
You can have the examination, Mr. Soames.
But the young
He
man...
isn't going to take it.
You know him?
Yes, I do. Please call Bannister.
You have the answer, Holmes.
Yes, my dear Watson. Look.
3. There were only 2 pieces of mud yesterday. Where did the 3rd piece come from?
Now, Bannister, I want the true story. What happened yesterday?
I told you everything, sir.
You have nothing more to say? Then I must tell you. When Mr. Soames called you into the room yesterday, you saw something on that chair, and you sat on it before Mr. Soames could see it.
No, sir.
Yes! And when Mr. Soames went out to find me, you opened the door and said, "You can come out now," to the man hiding behind the curtain.
There was no man, sir.
That isn't true. But please go and stand next to the bedroom door. Soames, please go and ask young Gilchrist to come down. Mr. Gilchrist, there are only the 5 of us to hear your answer to my question. Why did you copy the examination papers yesterday?
No, Mr. Gilchrist, sir. I never said anything.
No, but you are helping us now, Bannister. Tell us, Mr. Gilchrist. You did something very wrong, Gilchrist, but you're sorry now. I can see that. I'm going to tell you the story, Soames. Mr. Gilchrist first saw the papers through the window.
But nobody can get in through the window.
That's true, but a very tall man can look through it from the garden. I could not understand this cut, but then I remembered. Gilchrist likes running.
But how does that help, Holmes?
Think, Watson. This young man went running yesterday afternoon. When he walked home, his running shoes were in his hands.
And running shoes have spikes, of course.
Yes, Gilchrist went past this window and looked in. He's a tall young man, you see. He saw the exam papers on the writing table. Then he went past Soames's door and saw the key in it.
And he went into the room and put his shoes on the writing table, and a spike cut into it.
Yes, Watson. What did you put on that chair near the window?
My watch.
He puts his watch on the chair, then begins to copy one of the papers. I'm going to see Mr. Soames when he comes back across the garden, he thinks. But you walk in through the back door, Soames.
Then what?
Gilchrist hears you coming, quickly takes his running shoes and runs into your bedroom to hide. One shoe leaves some black mud behind the curtain. Is this all true, Mr. Gilchrist? I found the same black mud on your shoes.
Yes, sir, it's true.
Have you nothing more to say?
I have a letter here, Mr. Soames. Early this morning I began to write to you. It says, "I'm not going to take the examination. I'm going to South Africa to work for the police there."
I see. You're not going to take the examination now. I'm pleased to hear that.
Mr. Bannister talked to me. This is the right thing to do. I understand that now.
Gilchrist was in the bedroom, Bannister, and you didn't tell Mr. Soames. When you saw Gilchrist's watch, you sat on it to hide it. Why?
Well, sir, I was once a servant to Sir Jabez Gilchrist, this young gentleman's father.
Ah.
When he gambled his money away, I moved to the college to be a servant. But I always remembered Sir Jabez. He was good to me. So I did everything to help his son here.
And yesterday?
When Mr. Soames called me yesterday, I saw Mr. Gilchrist's watch on the chair. He looked at the examination papers, I thought, and I quickly sat down on the watch before Mr. Soames saw it.
Then Mr. Soames visited me.
Yes, sir, and I called young Mr. Gilchrist. You looked at the exam papers, I said to him. Did you copy them? Yes, he said, I did. Then you cannot take the exam, I said. Think of your father. He was an honest man, and you must be honest too. I wanted to stop him, Mr. Holmes.
You were right, Bannister. Well, Soames, you have your answers now. And you, young man, did wrong. But you're going to put things right. You can thank Bannister for that.
I do thank him, sir.
Come, Watson. Our work is finished here.
Yes, Holmes.